welcome everyone to Unsanctioned. We are here at the gun show, Osceola Heritage Park, and we're here with our good friend Christian De La Torre, who is a candidate for State House District 46 for the state legislature, right? And that covers the area of Kissimmee, parts of downtown Kissimmee, all the way up to the Osceola Orange border, all the way down to Poinciana, all the way to Polk County. So, Christian, hey, welcome on the show, man.
Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm excited to be here with you guys, and it's an honor and privilege to be here today.
Yeah, so tell us about this race. How is it going so far?
Well, it's going so far so good. We're out there, hitting the community, getting ourselves, our name out there, helping out, not only, seeing the great problems the community has in our district, but seeing what we can help out, what we can improve when we get there to legislature in Tallahassee.
So, tell us what made you run, first of all?
Well, I got three great reasons that made me run. 15, 11, and 9. Those are the age of my kids. So those are the main reasons that made me run to get involved in politics. And seeing the way, our county was going, school district board, we only have, I guess, one guy there fighting. His name's John Arwell. You might know him.
I heard of him. I hear he's a handsome guy.
Well, he's doing his job, though. He's doing his job.
Thank you.
And, I say, wait a minute. We have, us as parents got to stand. And I want to contribute to my community and my generation. And how do I do this? Running and being there for them as a politician in Tallahassee. So that's one of the main reasons.
I got to thank you because you have come to the school board meetings.
Yes, sir.
You did speak out, and you definitely were part of the group that came and made a difference. And we got a whole bunch of things done in the school board, even though we were in the minority. It's 4 against 1, but we still got things done, and that's to your credit and parents like you who were involved. So I definitely know that you are a guy that's going to speak up and speak out when we need you to, and that says a lot. It's not an easy thing to run, right? And it's a sacrifice for you. Obviously, you're a business owner, right? You're a parent. You're a church guy. You play on Sundays.
Yes, sir.
The bass at your church, and so it's not like you don't have enough things to do.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I have plenty to do.
So it's a sacrifice for the community, and that's exactly the type of people that we need is people who are there to serve, understand what service means. It's not all about you, and it's not a career. It's not a paycheck. It's serve your community, do what you can, and make a difference.
Not only that, John, I grew up with a hardworking mother, single parent. So I know the struggles that the community, are living, because I lived it. 72.2% homes in the United States, there isn't a father figure. And that creates a big issue when the kids go to school. Because majority of the time they're in school.
Yeah.
So, that's one of my goals, seeing how we can help out single parents, either man or woman, help them out, and help out those kids with those issues, if they have issues.
That's such an important part because you never hear people who are running for office talk about the family, right?
Yeah.
They talk about, the closest thing that they get to saying stuff about family is, the kitchen table stuff. You're talking about money and economy and being able to put food in the fridge and stuff like that. But they don't talk about our actual families. The thing that make our kids strong has to do with family. That's what makes our kids the strongest. That's how we can truly contribute to their success is making sure that families can have stability in the home.
Yep.
That's a gigantic thing. And it's not necessarily the role of government to get involved in people's homes, but you do have to, as a state, right? And I do think that DeSantis has contributed to this. As a state, you have to establish the environment in which families can thrive. That's their job. Mm-hmm. It's not their job to come into your house and tell you what to do with your life or with your kid, but it is their job to establish a stable environment so that families like yours and mine and Tom's can thrive and do good things, right? And that's, you don't hear people running for office talking about that kind of stuff.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, and so that's a message that hits home for me. Tell us we'll get to Tallahassee. What's something that you plan on tackling?
Well, I was speaking with Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony Sabatini, and I told him as a joke, I told him, well, I guess my office is going to be next to yours in the basement.
they're gonna exactly. He's no longer in the House legislature, but they're gonna put
Well,
they're gonna move you into his office,
yeah.
which is a broom closet. You know,
So-
Anthony. If you don't know Anthony Sabatini, he's a big fighter in the state legislature. He's a super conservative guy. He's running for now Congress over there in that Lake County district, and you know, but he didn't do what he was told, and so they basically put him in the basement, right? And so I love to hear that because there's nothing better. To me, that's a badge of honor, right? When you're doing the right thing, it's not about it's not some lobbyist, it's not special interest. You know, you got to do what's right for the people.
Yes, sir.
So I love to hear it now that you're prepared already. You know, maybe you can paint the walls down,
I mean,
organize the brooms.
We are gonna, you know, I'm not a janitor, but I work in that field maintenance, so I know how to organize those equipments.
That's funny. So, how's your family doing? Do they support you? They think.
Well, man, thank God, you know, my family's 100%. You know, they have my back. Not only that, the church, the church I go to, they have my back. You know, the community has my back. So I'm grateful to say I got people covering my back. I got a backbone, you know, strong backbone, you know, and I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
Yeah,
That's
and that
one
is.
thing with you know, Christian. You always see his wife with him, supporting him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
And your kids have to.
Oh
play,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Even though sometimes, you know, they want to, you know, but they understand the job, you know, I'm ready to do.
Yeah.
And we got to bring the fight.
And it's great for kids to see service, right? Like the whole reason you're doing this stuff is service, and it's great for kids to see that. Then kids want to serve, right? They understand that that's part of their life is to serve.
One of the things that marked my kids at in our home, we show them principles and values.
Yeah.
So when they see Daddy not only talking but acting what he's preaching, they say, wait a minute, principles and values. You know, we have to promote principles and values in our communities. So I say I'm great. I didn't have a father figure, but I'm setting that steps and stone to my children. So that makes me stronger. I mean, I know I love my kids. I love my family, and I know each dad and mom who wakes up every morning to go to work, even though they're tired, they're beat up. They say, wait, I'm working for my family, my generation.
Yeah.
So that if that tells you something, I'm walking towards it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. And, you know, there's, like I said, I think that we've had enough in Florida of having people who go to office and the people who support them are lobbyists or special interests or whatever. And it's great just to get normal Americans. Like we were talking about that in District 35, which we're going to talk about that. Which, by the way, we will have the regular Unsanctioned show later on in the evening, in the late afternoon. We just we saw Christian De La Torre here at the gun show. He came in, and of course we had to interview him while we had him here. So we appreciate you coming on. But we will be doing that show later on this night, and we'll put this out there. So please like and share this video. Let people meet him if you haven't met him. He's a great guy. He gets along with everyone. At his church, especially a good church-going guy, a good family guy, Christian De La Torre. Your pastor is also a great guy, right? If you have never been to Nación de Fe, and you can go there. It's bilingual. They translate the service, so it's in English and in Spanish. But if you've never gone to a service at Nación de Fe, I have. It was one of the best services I've ever been to in my entire life. It was a long service, but it was very. When it was over, I was almost sad that it was over. That's how good it was.
The good of it, you know, it's a long service, like you said, John, and it's awesome because you know it's long, but it's awesome. It's great. You're receiving from the Lord, but at the end of the service, you know, that you're gonna have empanada, so you won't. If you're hungry, you know, because it's long, don't worry about it. They're gonna have something there for you guys.
Sounds like my kind of church.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely, literally. I mean, it's a place where you laugh, you cry. It's like it is.
Yep.
It's impactful. It's emotional. It's it's a great place. I've gone there a couple times. Every time I go there, it's like, man, this is just such a great way to spend time with your family.
I just want to say a shout out to my spiritual dad, Rafael Mojica and Claribel Mojica.
Yeah.
You know, they empower us. You know, they empower us to go out there. Principles of value are not negotiable.
Yeah.
Not negotiable with money, not negotiable with nothing. Principles and values. And that's one of the things our community has been slacking on, principles and values.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And the person who you would be replacing there,
Yeah.
who's an Arrington, That was the absolute. First of all, I'm not sure that they could have found anybody who's more different than the values, the family values
Yeah.
of the community of District 46 and U46 than Arrington, right?
Yeah.
Like they could not have found anybody more different. They couldn't have found somebody who's like completely against Hispanic culture for sure, the
Oh.
Hispanic community, a hard-working community. You know, that Arrington family, they enrich themselves. It feels like, right? While we're all suffering
Yeah.
in that community. It's my district, also. That's my
Yeah.
guess. So
And there's a big percentage Hispanics.
yeah, a ton.
And in
You know,
Osceola, what is it, like 70% of Hispanics?
in that district,
In that
probably, yeah.
district.
Yeah.
So, the good, like I said, last time when we ran, unfortunately we didn't win. It was the last minute. I would say last minute. It was 5 months. And I always, tell people the logistics of what we did. As an Hispanic, I lost. I got a little bit frustrated, but that didn't keep me from, continue, to run in this race again. Now logistics, almost 40% of the votes we had. First time, showing our face out there. I always do like somewhere about $10,000 in money, campaign money, and we have 40%.
Yeah.
Now let's do the other side of the coin. Ms. Arrington had 2 years of campaign, 2 years in the position, 1 year campaign, $146,000 invested in the campaign to get 60% of the votes.
Yeah.
So if that tells you something, this is our 2024 is our year.
Yeah,
Coming
yeah.
to you.
Almost 150 grand for 60% of the vote. Your 10 grand got you 40% of the vote. You only had 5 months. She had 2 years. Those were definitely big factors in that race. But hopefully we see you do well this time.
No, you're not going to see me doing well. I'm sorry, John.
Yeah.
Come on now, come on. I'm a church guy. You got to speak the things how you don't see it, how you see it. So.
Yeah. Well, I love that about you. You're a plain guy. You're an honest guy. And I'll tell you, there's been a lot of contention within the Republican Party in Osceola County. You've stayed out of that, but you have been such an honest broker the entire time. I love that about you. You say the same thing to Tom, then you come to me and you say the same thing to me. Every person who meets you, they're gonna hear the same thing from you. You're
Yes,
not
sir.
a double speaker and all that. I appreciate that very much. You are a man of faith and you live by your faith, and you can tell that in everything that you say and do, and how you are with your family. So congratulations to you, man.
Thank you,
I
sir.
wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Let us know how we can always help you. I hope that you'll come back on the show a little
Yes,
bit
sir.
later on
Definitely.
while you're campaigning. And
I think you guys are one of the two most popular guys here in Osceola. So I have to come.
What? Okay, so how can people find out more about your
So
campaign?
they can reach us at Facebook, Christian De La Torre 46, and we have also a website, delatorre46fl.com. We have a full campaign running website. We got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. We have all the shabams.
Yeah, and how can they contribute to your campaign?
They could make donations. Donations and times, I think, treasure and time are the most valuable things right now in the campaign. You can connect with us with information with Instagram, Facebook. Get a hold of us. There's information. There's our phone number. I don't know if I can say my phone number.
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Go
Sure.
ahead.
My phone number is, and it's on the webpage, by the way. It's 407-600-9438. 407-600-9438. And you can localize us and make donations at ChristianDeLaTorreFL46.com.
All right.
Donations.
Awesome. So make sure that you learn more about them. Go make a contribution. Get involved in this race. If you live in District 46, like I said, it goes from Orange all the way down to Polk. It's that on the western side of Osceola County, to the east of Celebration, and to the west of BVL.
Yep.
And that's pretty much his district. So get involved. If you live in that area, come on. We'll put his links at the bottom of the video. Share and like his video and pass it around so that people get to know him. All right. Thank you very much, Christian. God bless you.
Amen.
Good luck,
Thank
man.
you, brother.
Good luck.
All right. Thank you.